But right now we're cutting across to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Well, he's arrived in Guwahati. Remember, he'd flagged the sleeper, of Vande Bharat Express for the very first time, and that train goes from Havra to Guwahati. Currently, the Prime Minister is in Guwahati, and he's part of this road show. There you can see the images of the Prime Minister as he is, very much a part of this road show with people having that BJP flag that are flanking the roads ahead of this arrival of the Prime Minister. Now that the Prime Minister has arrived, he is driving past all of these supporters of the Bharatiya Janata Party who are raising the BJP flags and waving to the Prime Minister, who's waving back and also folding his hands in Namaste as he's arrived in Guwahati. Very, very shortly, we'd also possibly see an interaction that might just happen of the Prime Minister with the people of Guwahati. But right now, he has arrived there, and this one is another strategic trip of the Prime Minister's, as after West Bengal, Assam is where the Prime Minister was headed after, of course, also flagging that sleeper or express of the Vande Bharat train for the very first time, and the connection has shortened the distance between Havra and Guwahati by more than 2 hours. And that's the Prime Minister there currently in Guwahati, part of that road show, and he's there and very, very strategic visit of the Prime Minister. He is waving to all of the people who are right now there assembled, and remember, this is after he'd launched and inaugurated the Vande Bharat Express, talking about that entire cozy long journey, but in lesser time with Vande Bharat sleeper that has in fact debuted today from Havra to Guwahati, and the Prime Minister currently there in Guwahati, very much part of that road show. My colleague Payal Mehta with us on the broadcast. Payal, I don't know whether you've reached Guwahati yet, but you were en route with that very Vande Bharat Express that has debuted today, so to speak, from Havra to Guwahati. Prime Minister is already there, and he is being received with a rousing welcome as he's part of that road show. More on that, Payal.
And of course, the Prime Minister today has in fact reached Guwahati after his trip to Malda in Bengal. It's going to be a happy homecoming as far as the Prime Minister is concerned, because remember, this is also one state which goes into election, in the next couple of months as well. It's a big, big ask for the BJP, given the fact that the BJP already is in power for the second time in a row. The rarest of rare achievement for the Saffron Party, in the northeastern part of the country. And this is something which, Hemanta Biswa Sharma is going to really display and has ably displayed. As far as the Prime Minister's visit is concerned, people lined up on both sides of the road. And this is going to be one big welcome being extended to the Prime Minister. He, of course, stays back tonight. And tomorrow in the morning, will inaugurate a slew of development measures, including the much-awaited 34-kilometer-long elevated corridor to end the man and human crisis as far as Kaziranga is concerned. So the Prime Minister, of course, on his way to the to the evening function. There's going to be a special Bodo dance which is going to be prepared as far as the Prime Minister is really concerned. And this is also a significant part of the culture as far as Assam is really goes. So, of course, this historic cultural event, which is going to be celebrating the rich heritage of the Bodo community at the Sarjusai Stadium in the capital city of Guwahati, is going to happen sometime now. And like I was saying, that the Prime Minister, in fact, will be staying the night, and then tomorrow there will be a series of functions which follow, which is in Naigaon, a 2 hours distance from the capital city of Guwahati. And the Prime Minister is going to be dedicating to Assam a series of development projects. Like I said, the Prime Minister making a twin visit to both the pole-bound states.
Well, absolutely. And while he was on board that Vande Bharat Express, Payal, on which you two have been traveling from Malda to Guwahati, he'd interacted with students inside this new train that has been launched today, that makes that debut today as it arrives in Guwahati. And that also was something that was very much highlighted, underlined, and now we see this rousing welcome that the Prime Minister is receiving as he's waving to all of these people who have flanked both sides of the road in Guwahati, some of them with diyas and aarti ki thali. Payal, this becomes almost like a welcome that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has become very, very used to receiving. We've seen similar scenes in Patna, now something similar in Guwahati as well.
Yes, this is actually like a routine ritual which has become part of the Prime Minister's welcome ceremony. Like I said, Hemanta Biswa Sharma is known for his excellent organizational skills, and this is going to be something which is going to be displayed as well. Assam, remember, maybe in the northeastern part of the country, very, very far from the mainstream, but it is very, very rich in its culture and its heritage as well. And the Prime Minister has embraced the state of Assam and the northeast with both hands. Ashwakshi is the term that the Prime Minister has coined up for the northeastern state. Their welfare, their development has been at the central state of the Modi government policy. And year on year, whether it is development projects, whether it's projects related to the health, whether it's project or, honoring the greats of this region, whether it's, that is something that the Prime Minister has been doing as well. And like I said, as part of this, the Prime Minister will be participating in the Bagrumamba Wow 2026, a historic cultural event celebrating the rich culture of the Bodo community on the 17th of January, which is today. And more than 10,000 artists from the Bodo community were expected to perform the Bagrumba dance, which is a local Bodo dance. So that's something which the Prime Minister is likely to enjoy. And the Prime Minister has always taken part in a lot of festivities and always encouraged local talent and local culture being showcased.
Right, absolutely, Payal. Thank you so much for all of those inputs there. Prime Minister Narendra Modi currently in Guwahati, part of this ongoing roadshow, receiving that rousing welcome from the people of Assam, the people of Guwahati. We go into a very, very short break with that.